Alright, so in my opinion, France is not that great of a country to play in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, France is not bad. It has several options you can expand into, which I think are cool, but there's like four or five major problems I have with the French. The first is the Russians, the second is Germany, the third is the British, the fourth is the Italian or Spanish, and the fifth is America. So let's go into these individually. The first and most pressing one is Germany. Like the thing is, France, you don't have many square cities, honestly. Like sure, Nice over here might eventually turn to a square city. It has like 940K population, but other than Nice, you only have one, two, three, four, and this fourth one's really close to Belgium too. So I mean, you still have four, but compared to Germany, like that's not that's not a comparison. That's just not good. Germany has like nine. Even like you have as many square cities as basically like the Dutch, which is that's this is basically just a big Netherlands, and I don't really like that. Like Germany could just tank spam and just roll over this way. Surely they usually have to go this way first, which may give you time to annex to Benelux, which can probably give you a fighting chance against Germany. But if Germany takes the Netherlands, you basically just cooked as France, unless you have good defenses like right here. The second problem I have is Spain or Italy. Now, these aren't as big of a problem, but Italy still has more square cities than you. And the problem with Italy is they usually know how to use a navy better than France, because France is more of like a continental power. Italy's more of like a maritime power. Like they like to do Roman Empire or Italian Empire by conquering like Ethiopia or something like that. So the thing is, Italy can just like push to like here and then like set up fortifications at the mountains, like with artillery and anti-air, not like actual forts here, or they can just fortify this, or take Monaco and threaten Nice too. And for Spain, this is more of like a minor issue, but sometimes there's like good Spanish players they form a Iberian Union, and they sometimes go north. And France, I mean, they can usually deal with Spain, but Spain may sometimes still be a problem. Same for Italy, but the main concerns are up here and there. The third concern I have is Britain. Britain knows how to do the navy usually, and they have much more square cities in France, and also big cities here that may eventually turn to square cities. This gives them like a really big edge over France, and they have a formidable involving France. Actually, two of them, including Ireland, for the second one. And like fourthly, we have Russia. Now, this is more of like a general threat because Russia sometimes just tries to like balloon into Europe if it's a good player, which it sometimes is, I guess. They sometimes do the USSR and go for Poland. They might have some ambitions this way later in the game, but it's more of like a far off threat. The closer threat is, well, relatively, is America. Now, why America? America usually tries to like get bases in Europe or just general side of the world. And I usually see them going for Morocco because Morocco has three square cities here. It has some population, nice sea access. You could probably build some forts. You want some mountainous terrain, which is pretty good. But they usually go for France for some reason. Like, why? Why not just go for like somewhere else if you're trying to threaten Germany? Because if Germany doesn't own France, then America might just come in, or the British might come in. But America might just come in here or in Spain to threaten Germany. And France is kind of like in the middle of that. Now, am I saying France is bad? Well, not necessarily. Well, I mean, it's bad in some aspects, sure, but it has a lot of formables. You can knock out this for like a lot of square cities. You can knock out Spain, like basically get this blob here, and then you can threaten these guys or Russia, like they did in the past. But you can also go colonial, by the way. But France is, I mean, it's not the number one pick in Western Europe. Not even number two. Might be number three if you. I'm not sure. Could be Italy or France. I think France might be leaning higher in the list because of the Benelux. Oh, yeah, that's about it. See you guys.